All right there, folks. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's good to see you, as always. It's really good to see you today, boys. It's been a mad one, hasn't it? Round one's been a bit weird. Quite a few upsets once again today. Uh, One off on the official treble. I know we give El Chapo out as a bit of a floater, but he didn't get it done either. It doesn't matter. It was funny looking at that treble today. Me included, we were even the ones in the comments. We were all pretty much saying Jack today could be the question mark on that. Little did we know it'd be Felix Auger-Aliassime, man. Fucking hell, that sneaky fucking syrup-eating bastard really let us down today. Really let us down. You've just got to hold your hands up and go, fuck me. Didn't know he was going to play like that. Obviously, if we did, we wouldn't have went anywhere near him. Safe to say, I will not be going anywhere near Felix Auger-Aliassime for the rest of the year. Not after that. Same with Holger Rune, actually. We didn't even take him the other day, but you can't be getting done in straight sets the way they did in the first round of the US Open. That's unforgivable. I apologize. Actually, you know what? I'm not fucking apologising for Auger-Aliassime. Get the fuck out of here. It is what it is, boys. Close again. Jack Draper got it done. Sebastian Korda got it done. El Chapo as well. We did say that was the floater. Oh, and before we move on, I've decided we're not calling him El Chapo anymore. We can't call him El Chapo anymore, boys. He's had his good run with it. You don't deserve a cool nickname if you play like that. We're just reverting back to Dennis. Actually, you know what? It's not even like it. There's one N. We're going to call him Denis. Denis Shapovalov. And I'm not so sure when we're going to see Denis again, to be honest with you. He put an absolute stinker in there against Van der Sandschulp. Today will be much better. As we mentioned, excuse me, fucking hell, I'm dying over here. As we mentioned at the start of every tournament, it's a free hit. Round one really is, and it's always the same. You've just got to figure out who wants to be there and who doesn't, and it's a rough one to call. It really is. It's a funny old game. We try to do our best. That's all we can do. What I will say before we crack on, as always, I appreciate the positivity, boys. One of my favourite things, if not my favourite thing about this channel is, we win. It's great. We win together. We lose together. Someone said that the other week, but we take them on the chin. And you've just got to crack on, haven't you? All we can do, go back to base, do a bit of reconnaissance, send out the UAV, acquire some targets. Most definitely done that today. Let's get into it, innit? Before we do, anyway, like the video if you would. Subscribe if you're new. If you want to support the channel, there's a link in the description. You can do just that. Right then. Right. Let's go get some cash. It's time to dial in here, boys. Safe to say the majority of the waste has definitely been disposed of. Where do we start? Tell you what, first things first. We'll do what we always do. Knock out the big favourites. I don't think we'll be touching any of these. I mean, you can if you want. Any looks, any angles on these, let me know as we go along. So, first one, where are you? Where do we start? I've lost where I am. So, first one is going to be Dimitrov against Dinky. 1.09 for Dimitrov. Routine win. Will not be touching him at that price. Definitely not touching Dinky plus the points. It's got to be Dimitrov. The next one, fucking hell, my eyes are set. It's these late nights, these fellas. Look what they're doing to me. Going fucking blind for you. Got Zverev against Muller. Oh, we all know how that one goes. Won't be touching him in straight sets again after the first day, but there's only one outcome in that one, I'm afraid. We've got Big Foe, Shevchenko, 1.14. I'm expecting an easy win for Big Foe there. Routine win, nothing else. Do we stick him? Oh, no, we'll save him actually because we'll talk about him in a minute. Got Alexei Popyrin. Yeah, we'll call him one. Alexei Popyrin against Pedro Martinez. Well, head-to-head's 3-0 to Pedro Martinez here, but Alexei Popyrin, as we mentioned, he's been playing some of the best tennis. Well, if not the best tennis of his career. I can't remember ever seeing him play this good. Pedro Martinez, I'm pretty sure he went the distance with that kid the other day. What's his name? Kalashnikov or something, Max Kalashnikov, something, I don't know. You know what I'm on about. Once again, not touching that. Big favourites, Popperin should be advancing to the next round. Same goes for Ugo Humbert against Comesaña. 1.08 for Ugo. Let's see how he does. You know what? I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm sitting here going, we laid off Ugo Humbert for a while, didn't we? And it done wonders for us. Best thing we ever could have done. I've really been enjoying just sitting there watching this kid's games, just waiting for him to get back to the player he was. I'm a little bit worried because it seems like he's having a layup after layup, and then he might run into someone, and I'll go, "Oh my god, he's actually bad again." I don't know. He definitely beats Comesaña, no doubt about it. We've got Djokovic against Laszlo Djere. Fucking gonna seek some revenge for his day. Fucking Struff. I believe Struff the other day got beat by him. I would be surprised if he manages to take a set off Djokovic. I don't think he stands a chance. Djokovic has beaten him twice before. It's irrelevant. There's only one outcome in that one too. And I feel like there's one more. I feel like my eyes are playing tricks on me. They are. Andrei Rublev, Artur Rinderknech. Now, although this one is chalked off as a big favourite, 1.17 for Rublev, head-to-head's 2-0. We know straight off the bat how dicey this one can be. We're all fully aware this one stinks, doesn't it? Rublev has been extremely vulnerable this year. We know he's been playing a lot better on the hard court, like as it's come round this time of the year. Artur Rinderknech was playing really good until he had that game against David Goffin, but who has he just played? I'm sure he just went the distance with someone. Fuck. Who was it? Christopher Eubanks, 3-2. He looked good again. He really did. He looked solid. He managed to rally and get that one done. Rublev done Sabo filled in straight sets. I expected nothing less than that. That's what he should be doing. I wouldn't be surprised to see a racket smash here. Actually, I don't know. It's a bit early in the tournament for a Rublev racket smash. What do you reckon? Not too sure. It'd be good if you could get some odds on that. It'd be fucking hilarious. I'd definitely have a punt on that every now and then. Yeah, doesn't matter. Rublev gets it done. Okay, then that's all of them. That is all the big favourites. Got a handful here that I want to talk about. If we miss any out, we will consider them as stragglers and then we'll just round them up towards the end. So, look straight off the bat. If this one loses tomorrow, I don't know whether it's an official, but it pretty much should be. It's only going off the past 2 days is why I'm maybe doubting myself, but I need to not do that. If David Goffin gets beat by Adrian Manarino, there's something going on. I'm calling bullshit on your tournament. If he gets beat here, this is fucking 1.5 we're getting for David Goffin here. We all know how good he's been as of late. We've spoke about him pretty much every day for the past week or two. Adrian Manarino, every time we've spoke about him recently as well, it's the same shit. Oh, he's lost another game. Apart from today, well, yesterday, depending on what time you're watching it. 4 beaten Borna Koric out of everyone as well. Fucking Borna shit the bed, mate. He shit the bed against Dinky when we bet on him, and he's just been beat by Manarino, and I swear to God he was a favourite in that as well. No way Manarino would have been a favourite. Beat him in straight sets. Borna Koric hadn't won a game in his last 10 leading up to that. He was on a 9-game losing streak. It may have been more. It's not letting me scroll down any further for some reason. But do we even need to? You know, come on, boys. We know Adrian Manarino by this point, don't we? I imagine a lot of you do. You can't trust that. You can't fucking trust that at all. If you're going for that, that's just one of them wild fucking dog bets where you go, oh, like, what's the head-to-head? Forgot to read that. 5-3 to David Goffin. Manarino beat him about 2 years ago. They haven't played for 2 years, so I don't know. They most definitely haven't got. I'm not going to say they haven't gotten any better, but yeah, let's just say that they probably both haven't gotten any better, have they? I would be fucking gobsmacked if David Goffin loses this game to Adrian Manarino. I mean, utterly gobsmacked. He was smoking everyone. He got beat by Roman Safulin in the Challenger, but I'm pretty sure Safulin won that title. Correct me if I'm wrong. He then went on to beat Munar, Darderi in straight sets, Rinderknech in straight sets, Hijikata in straight sets. Got beat by Sonego in the semi-finals of Winston-Salem. You know, we were questioning whether, was that just him throwing his shit at him because he wants to look ahead to the US Open, or is that just, is that what's going to happen? He fucking walloped Alejandro Tabilo today, straight sets. Didn't see that one coming. Upset to some, an upset to me anyway. I thought Tabilo probably should be beating David Goffin, but this is he's banging form, smack banging form. I feel like we've took ages speaking about this, and it's just so simple, and it's looking us right in the face. David Goffin 1.5 on decimal. I couldn't take anything other than that. Like I said, if Manarino beats him, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Moving on. Next one, we've got Matteo Arnaldi, Roman Safulin. I was going to say I was impressed with Matteo Arnaldi. I was buzzing that he won. Straight sets. Zachary Svagda, I mean, didn't offer much for him. Arnaldi just beasted them around the court pretty much. Roman Safulin, I know he got his done in straight sets, but I've never heard of this kid. He played spread. What was the spread? 10.5. All right, it is 3 sets, but even still, it's like 10.5. Like I said, I've never heard. What's his name? Martin Forbes, something like that. Yeah. How much weight that game holds, I'm not so sure. But look, the lads in America helped me out. Zachary Svagda is better than Forbes, isn't he? Without me having to look into it too much, like I'm safe to assume that, right? Roman Safulin was really good leading up until he played Christopher Eubanks in the Winston-Salem. I just mentioned then he did win the title in that challenger. Beat Bellucci, David Goffin, Eubanks again, Terence Atman, Gigante. He beat Corentin Moutet in the Winston-Salem. Bellucci was Winston-Salem, was it? No. Just Moutet, and then I lost to Eubanks, and then obviously beat Forbes today. I could not split these two. Matteo Arnaldi's 1.6 on the decimal. These played each other, started the year in Brisbane as well, so Safulin done them in straight sets, 7-6, 6-2. 15 and 10 on the hard this season for Arnaldi, 12 and 9 for Safulin. It's not given much. Let me know what you're going to do on that one. Like I said, I couldn't split them. I can smell an upset, but I prefer Arnaldi to get that one done. Excuse me, if I'm being honest with you. Right, what have we got next? Kokkinakis, Nuno Bosch. He played really good against Tsitsipas today. Really, really good. He played fucking solid. Actually, let's give him his due. Round of applause for Kokkinakis today, folks. He played really good. What did I say about Tsitsipas in the last video? Like, just keep an eye on that backhand. Let's see if it's popping. If it's not, we'll go against them. It seemed alright to me. From what I've seen anyway, I was only catching glimpses because I was in work, but it didn't seem that bad to the point where I think it'd be, killing him. It's the backhand return in it. Like, for those that know, we know, but you just target that backhand on the serve, don't you, for fucking Zverev. I was going to say for Tsitsipas. It's money every time. More or less, like, he doesn't half struggle to get that back over. It's weird as well, like, I've seen people saying on Twitter that, like, Tsitsipas is done, like, he's never going to win a Grand Slam. Like, this lad's, 26 years old? He's been to finals before. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure Tsitsipas has been to 2 Grand Slam finals, and both of them were against Djokovic, weren't he? He's been this close before. 26, mate, that's not even in your prime yet. It's really not. Or depending on what you would consider a prime. Do you think he's ever going to win a Grand Slam? There's a question for you. There's a little side quest for you. Let me know in the comments. Do you think Tsitsipas will ever win a Grand Slam? I feel bad saying no, but I have to put money on it. Probably lean towards no. I don't know. Actually, not getting into that. It's irrelevant. Kochenackers was fantastic. Nuno Borgiu, did he beat Federico Coria? That doesn't mean much to me. Not anymore, anyway. Not shitting on Coria. He's just. He ain't what he was, is he? He ain't what he was. I would back Kochenackers to win this one. Without a doubt, 1.75 you can get him at. That's dropping. I can see that dropping. It's definitely going to drop. Nuno Borges beat him earlier on in the Challenger in the Phoenix. Hard court, straight sets, 7-6 and then 6-1. Oh, that changes things a little bit. Only a little bit. What do you reckon on that one, fellas? Do you think Kochenackers just does him? If he's beat Tsitsipas, surely he can beat Nuno Borges, right? Right? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think on that. Who can we go for next? Right, okay, so first official from me. It took long enough, but who cares? We're not asked how long these take anymore, are we? So we've got Chad Kruger. Mitchell Kruger is his name. Yeah, Mitchell Kruger versus Yuri Lehechka. No way Chad Kruger beats Yuri tomorrow, mate. There's no way. I refuse to believe it. For those of you that are in America, from America, you know the drill on these ones. Is there anything I need to know about Mitchell Kruger other than I don't think he's going to beat Yuri Lehechka? And I think it's safe to say he's probably never really faced anyone like Yuri Lehechka, especially recently anyway, just looking at the recent form. He's won a lot of games, we'll give him that, but they're all challenger games. All of them. 27-11 on the hard court this year. That's really good, but like I said, all challenger. Lehechka looks back in business, doesn't he? Like, okay, he got beat by Tiafoe in Cincinnati. Tiafoe looked fantastic. Did he have us worried against Fuskovic after that first set? Maybe slightly. Done really good to rally back and win that one. Got that done, dropped it 6-1, 6-4, 6-3. And then he was just going to annihilate him to finish it off. Excuse me. No fucking way Yuri Lehechka gets beat tomorrow. There's no way, boys. Oh my god, these have actually played each other once before in the Winston-Salem. How old's Mitchell Kruger? Fucking hell, he's older than me. I thought that he was like one of these kids again. Oh, he's fucking like, he's 7 years older than Yuri. Jesus Christ. Oh, all right then. That doesn't really change much, but I've learned something here. Yeah, he's a 3-1 underdog, folks. You know what we're doing here. You know what we're doing here. Unless any of the boys from the States can talk me out of this, and it's going to take some serious convincing for me to not bet on this. Get it in the comments. Be brief. I appreciate your input, but I'm darn certain Yuri Lehechka wins this one, folks. Fuck, you know what? We'll go for the other two officials in it, and then we'll wrap this shit up. It's nearly 4 o'clock in the morning again, man. Jesus Christ, I've got to be back up for work, but I'll do it for you, fellas. I've got to, haven't I? I owe you that. It's the least I can do for you. You stay active, you stay involved. That's more than I can ask for. More than I can ask for. I feel like I owe you this. Although it did come to my attention today that I'm pretty sure it's the Asian swing after this. Are we heading over to Asia after this? Fuck me, it's going to be even worse. Forget about it. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So the next one, I probably could have stuck this in with the big favourites, but seeming as I'm getting it at 1.2. What the fuck? Yeah, 1.2. this may just go on. Well, this is definitely going on the parlay. There's three today. We're taking Yuri Lehechka. We're going to take this one just to boost it up a little bit to plus money. And then the next one's fucking cash as well. Got our boy Ben. Good old flower pot Ben. Taking on Roberto Batista Agut in the US Open round 2. Yeah, all day, boys. All day. Ben Shelton's going to get it done for us. He's going to get this one done for us. He's going to pull us through the shit that we've been stretching through the past 2 days. I can just feel it. Batista Agut beat Luca Nardi, but I said about Luca Nardi, didn't I? I said, like, this kid's been in a bit of a skid. Especially, like, after he beat Djokovic, everyone was like, oh, this kid's the next Sinner. Is he fuck? Is he fuck? He can barely win a game. And with that being said, he took Roberto Batista Agut to 2 tiebreakers. Yeah, yeah. What are you saying about that one? Ben Shelton, we knew he was going to beat Dominic Thiem. Easy win. Easy win. Let's just leave it at that. Um, I'm all the way in on Ben Shelton beating this fella tomorrow. All the way in. Beat him in the Australian Open straight set, 6-2, tiebreaker in the second, 7-5. 17-10 on the hard court this year for the flower pot man. 8-10 for Roberto Batista Agut. Once again, fellas, yeah, all day, all day. Sticking Ben Shelton on there. Let me know if you're going with him. Well, he's 1.2, obviously not going on his own, but if you're taking him somehow in your parlay, that's not matter. It doesn't even fucking matter. Does he win? Does he not? That's all I'm asked about. Yes or no? I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. And the last one to top it off for us, Kekmanovic is taking Lorenzo Musetti. Going with Kekmanovic, I might fuck. Got you. No fucking chance. Lorenzo Musetti, all day. All day. 1.45 on the decimal. Excuse me, that's 1.42. Let's call it 1.4. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Is it the fucking brightness on this or I feel like an old man tonight. Yeah, Lorenzo Musetti's going to beat Kekmanovic. I'll tell you why. Do we need to tell you why? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if I didn't need to tell you why Kekmanovic was going to get beat, but I'll tell you it anyway. For those that are interested, head-to-head 2-1 to Musetti. Kekmanovic did beat him in the Davis Cup last year. Forget about it. Just forget about it. What do we say about Kekmanovic every time, fellas? I would not bet a fucking penny, a cent, a dime, a rupee, wherever you're from, of my money on this fella, even if it did. Even if it did. He only got past Nishioka today because he pulled out. That was in the last set as well, was it? Yeah. Fucking rough, that. Rough. I am pretty sure Nishioka would have beat him there as well. He beat him in his last match. Like literally the game previous to this one. Been beat by Nuno Borges. He's been beat by fucking Dinas. Got a win against JJ Wolf. Beat by Adam Walton. Beat against Sinner. Alright. Got that win against Greek Sport in Wimbledon. That's how far back we're going. He went the distance with Greek Sport. And he beat Nagal as well. So what Musetti's coming up against here is someone who's pretty much taken out Nagal, Greek Sport, and JJ Wolf, and then a walkover against Nishioka, who may or may not have beat him anyway. I thought Musetti looked really, really good against Riley Opelka. Like, it was like 6-1. It was back and forth when like there was that tiebreaker. You expect the tiebreaker in them Pelka games. Usually the over. I mean, 7-6, 1-6, 6-1, 7-5. Solid games. Solid games of tennis from Lorenzo, if I do say so myself. I'm all in on Musetti again. You know, this lad's been fucking fantastic, man. What a summer this lad's had. Unbelievable. Been so good. You know, looking at his last 10, got that loss to Djokovic in the Olympics. going back to Croatia with that loss against Rundalo, and then the one to Tiafo in Cincinnati. It's Musetti all day, innit? You know it is, boys. You know it's Lorenzo Musetti. I would be so shocked. I'd be shocked if any of these three get beat. I really would. I feel like we're past all that now. We're past worrying about these favourites. Surely these are favourites for a reason now. I'd have to go with Lorenzo Musetti. It's the one that I'm looking at out of all of them, and I'm going, yeah. I'm pretty confident in that. Let me know what you think. Fingers crossed, fellas. I think that's going to do it for us. I really do. Should probably give that a name, shouldn't we? You know what? We'll get to that in the end. We'll wrap these. We'll round up these stragglers, and then we'll get to the official and name it and all that bollocks. Who've we missed out? So Sarundalo, Echeverry, slight favourites. Staying away from that. Couldn't tell you what's going to happen. Obviously, if you've got any picks for these, any input whatsoever, do what you do, boys. Get involved. You know, there's no such thing as too much information, not for me anyway. Berto Carbias Baena playing Shang. Probably could have went through that one actually. Doesn't matter. Would you be taking Shang in there? I think I would. Based purely on the fact that I just don't trust Carbias Baena on anything other than clay. That's not saying he can't string together a win or two off the clay, but it's safer not to trust them. Shang should be getting this one done. They're all the big favourites. Oh shit, how have I missed these two? Oh boys, I'm so fucking sorry. Or if you still watching, Berrettini, Taylor Fritz. Once again, I've got nothing for it. Oh boys, I'm so sorry. I forgot about this one. They've just been filtering through on the order of play. Oh Jesus, I didn't see it. Oh, who do you think wins that one? That's a great match. That's a fucking belter. Second round game. Is that the best second round match we've got here? That's got to be. That's got to be the best one we're getting here. And that's like quarter fucking semi final worthy. That any other day. Oh, Fritz has beat him 3 times. Every time they've played as well. They all come on the hard court. What's the Davis Cup on? Davis Cup? I'm not too sure, boys. Let me know what surface is the Davis Cup. For some reason, it doesn't come up on this. We both knew these were going to win their last games in straight sets. I'm not going to go into them too much because we've followed the pair of these throughout the entire summer. We know how good they've been. Solid. Berrettini. No, sir. A few people fancying him as a little bit of a sleeper for this one. I wouldn't probably go that far, but maybe a sleeper for this game. I don't want to piss off the American boys and say that Berrettini's going to do him, so that's not the reason I go with Taylor Fritz. Playing at home in America for these, really well, for the good Americans anyway, it can only do wonders. It can only work wonders. Unless, actually, I don't know, I'm doubting myself now. The pressure could be on for Fritz. What are we saying, boys? What are we saying? This one's up to you. Let me know. Fritz or Berrettini. It's up in the air. Don't think I've got a play in it. And realistically, I'm not going to go into this one too much either because this one stinks of one we could talk about for another 15 minutes and then the exact opposite happens. Casper Ruud's playing Gael Monfils head-to-head, one apiece, 1.55 on the decimal for Casper Ruud. Now that's someone who should be winning. I've pretty much left them out because I don't trust them. I should. I usually do. I fucking should trust Casper Ruud. He beat him in the Indian Wells, earlier on in the year, pardon me. Ruud started off a little bit slow against Boo in that first set, but just, he showed what we knew he could do. In the second and third, Monfils dropped a set to Diego Schwartzman, but then ended up beating him anyway. It's got to be Casper Ruud. Surely it's got to be Casper Ruud. It has to be 19-8. Is that 19-8 compared to 12-8 for Monfils on the hard court this year? 45 and 15 overall for Rude, 21-18 for Monfils. Monfils just, this guy's never going to go, is he, like this? Monfils still ain't done, man. Fair play to him, fair play to this fella for still being able to operate at a high level. You know, it's got to respect it, ain't you, boys? Got to respect it. Yeah, fuck it. Casper Ruud or nothing. Got nothing. And I'm not touching Bayers or Greek sport. That stinks of an upset. That stinks of it being everything but over, and then it flips, and then yeah, Greek sport should be winning it. Not picking it with much conviction, and I feel like there's fucking Beanach and Arctic though. I'm not touching this. Beanach 1.3 on the decimal. Couple points on this first one. That fucking feel at top that Beanach wears, quality. That's a belt at top. It looks really cool on the court. Second, we're all rooting for Beanach, aren't we? No way. No one wants fucking Arctic to win this one. Surely none of us on the channel want Kazo to win this. Especially after he just dogged fucking Pablo Carreño Buster the other day. I couldn't believe that. He beat him in straight sets. He's not that good. Beanach's going to get it done for the boys. I couldn't talk you off taking that one on your parlay either. Nice little parlay booster. That's all them, fellas. That is all them. It took a while again, but these Grand Slams tend to, don't they? It is what it is. You'll get used to it. You'll be crying when we're back to the fucking Shanghai or the Chennai Open 250 and yeah, whatever. Let's not get into that. Okay then, official time. For those of you that are still watching, and I'll be able to gauge how many people are still watching just on the reaction, if there is any reaction to this. So I'm going to introduce something, well, not something different. It's exactly the same as what we always do, but let's call it something new. It's going to be like a play of the day, like a community pick. It needs a better name. You're going to have to find a better name for it, but you know, business is always, you get your picks and you always put your best bets in it. You always discuss it amongst yourselves. There's loads of picks going back and forth. I do try my best to reply to them all when when I wake up. We're gonna do that. If you're watching, add your play of the day, like your lock of the day. We mentioned this a while back, but we're gonna start doing it now. It's gonna be like a community pick. Everyone, pick of the day, whatever we get the most of. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be under the community picks. You can check back an hour or two before the fucking game starts and it'll be there. It'll take obviously some time for the comments to come in and for me to round it up, but we're going to start doing that. You can take it if you want, or you can leave it. It's completely up to you, but just something to boost the interaction just a little bit, innit? Play the day, boys. Or if you've got something better that we can call it for the channel, be my Christopher Guest, go ahead. Right. we're gonna name this one. You know what happens when we name these parlays, boys? We fucking win, don't they? You know they do. What are we gonna call this? Taking Yuri Lehechka on the money line. I'm also gonna stick Ben Shelton in there for the sake of a little boost. I'm gonna put Lorenzo Musetti in there as well. That gets me to plus money. And you know what? Since the past 2 days, we've literally been dragged through the shit. We're going to call this one the Andy Dufresne special. That's what it's been like, Annie. Crawling through that pipe full of shite for the past 2 days. Wait until we get into that sweet rain, boys. I can fucking feel it. I can feel it. Let me know if you're jumping on. Let me know if you're not. Just let me know what you're going for. Get involved. Stay involved. I appreciate it as always. Right then, I'll be saying good night to you folks. One more day of work for me, and then I've got a day off. Can't wait to sit and watch some tennis. Can't wait to sit and watch some fucking upsets, more than likely. I appreciate you spending your time, taking the time to watch a small growing channel like this, and it is growing. No doubt about it, it's definitely growing. 271 are we on? Call it 270. Fucking sweet, boys. Sweet. Well happy with that. take it easy then. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Stay positive with one another as well. We don't do quitters on this channel. And from what I've gathered over the months, I don't think there is any quitters. I really don't. And if there is any quitters amongst you, I'll say you this, and I imagine the boys will back me up in the comments. Get the fuck on. Get the fuck on. Because we're in this for the long haul. Right then. I'll leave it on that one. Best of luck to you fellas. Good night. Good morning. Good evening. Wherever the fuck you are. Enjoy the tennis. Let's go get that cash, and I'll see you tomorrow.